What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Skill and Sound here back again with another video. I wanted to talk about the schedule breakdown for the last 20 to 25 games left in the season, which it's kind of crazy to think about that. You only have 20 something games left in the remainder of the season. And I wanted to pretty much talk about Bucks, Bulls, preferably the Lakers have the toughest schedule ahead. And Bulls, Bucks, no big deal. They're already a good team. They already have a winning record. But obviously, the spotlight's put on the Lakers, right? Only because Lakers, 4 games under 500, they've had their struggles. Obviously, that's been heightened this year with LeBron's played well, but obviously, he hasn't been able to create that and turn that around into wins. Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis with injuries, right? So I think it's interesting that looking at this here, the Lakers have 24 games left, 10 at home, 14 on the road. But they have the highest, their opponents have the highest percentage. So that's not good because the Lakers, I believe, at the beginning of the season, they had the least hardest schedule at the beginning, and they didn't even take advantage of that. As of right now, they have a losing record. So how can anything turn around when you have the hardest schedule remaining? I don't see how they can turn that around and finish with a winning record or go even higher in the standings, right? Like, I don't see that happening. And let's just look at the current standings real quick. All right, so the Lakers are ninth. Can they pass the Clippers? Yeah, but then they'll be an AC and they'll face Phoenix. That's still not that's still not a great opportunity right there. I mean, they faced Phoenix last year and lost in the first round. Now, granted, there's different circumstances because Chris Paul's out for the rest of the regular season. They don't know when he will come back in the first round, but he's out. So if maybe that might be a better bet again for the Lakers to try to face Phoenix with Chris Paul undermanned or Chris Paul down, right? Um, can they get to number 7? They could, but then number 7 pits them against Golden State. I don't want to face Golden State if I'm the Lakers. Can they get number 6? They could. I mean, they will face Memphis. Honestly, the Lakers' best bet would be to try to move all the way up to. That's not going to happen. I would say number 5 and face Utah or Dallas. But with 8 games under 500 and with 24 games left, I just don't see that possible, right? I don't see them getting into where they need to face a Utah because obviously they're 2-1 against Utah this year. Utah can't beat them, but they're so far down and create such a deficit they won't be able to get up there. Let's take a look at some of the remaining games. They play the Clippers at home. They lost against the Clippers the last time without Paul George or Kawhi Leonard, so that's not going to be an easy game. Pelicans, I mean, they could beat the Pelicans. They could. Dallas, I see that as a loss. Clippers, that go either way. Then you play the Warriors at home. Gonna be a tough game. They play the Spurs. The Spurs is always gonna be one of them teams that's never easy to beat. They play the Rockets. That should be a win, but the last time they played the Rockets, that game was a struggle. They play the Wizards. And it's just, I don't know, the way the Lakers have been playing is just no easy game, but that should be a win because it's at home. Phoenix. I actually want to see how Phoenix is playing without Chris Paul. Does Devin Booker take it up a notch? DeAndre Ayton, does he take it up a notch, right? Because right now, these games are gonna be so big for them. So we'll see how they fare out with that. Toronto, that's not gonna be an easy game. They could potentially lose that. Minnesota's a really good team, and the last time they played Minnesota, they lost. So that could be right there a very, very tough game that they could lose. Now they play Toronto again. Could be a loss. Play the Wizards again. That can go either way. Cleveland, the way Cleveland's been playing this year, that could be a loss. I don't like that Philly matchup because as of right now, if AD's not playing, Embiid's going to have his lunch to that game. But the last time they did play Philadelphia, didn't they lose? I believe they lost, and that's when LeBron wasn't playing, and Embiid had a really good game. New Orleans could go either way. Dallas, I see Dallas win that game. Utah, Lakers beat them the last time, so I believe I can see Lakers beating Utah. Could go either way with the Pelicans. Should win that game. Nuggets, they don't have anybody to stop the Joker, but I see Denver winning that game. And I want to see. I wonder what's the updates on Jamal Murray coming back. Phoenix could go either way just because we don't know how they're going to fare without Chris Paul. Golden State, I see that as a loss. OKC should be a win, but the way the Lakers are playing, you never know. Denver again. Denver can get the win again. So Denver's last game of the season. So I don't see too many wins out of this to where the Lakers could possibly fall out of. Where is this? That's the schedule. Let me go back to the standings. Can they fall out of the playoffs? Because right now they're 9. Portland's 2 game. San Antonio. The Lakers, if they mess around, they can fall out the playoffs altogether. So this is no easy feat for this team. I mean, they're at winning record at home. They're horrible on the road. You're going to ask a lot of LeBron, and this is also with AD out for the foreseeable future. If you had AD, I would like for them to at least go over the next 24 games, possibly maybe 500, right? Because they haven't had their whole team together for the whole time. And when is Kendrick Nunn coming back? So with AD out, you asking LeBron to do a lot. Russell has shown that he can't, pick it up a notch. That he's just been that. He's just been stuck on third gear, it seems. So I don't have much faith in the Lakers. And if they do get to the play-in, can they even beat their matchups in the play-in to get in the playoffs? I highly doubt that. I don't have any faith in that. So back to the drawing board with them. I just know it's going to be a heck of a summer for them. But I just wanted to highlight the Lakers' schedule and how difficult it's going to be and how they have the worst or the highest or the toughest schedule over the next 24 games. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. But it's your boy Skill in the Sound, and I'm out. Peace.